Hi, I'm Atsuko Okatsuka, and I feel honored and a little suspicious about being Conan O'Brien's friend.
Now, where does this suspicion come from?
It's too good to be true.
It's really not when you get to know me. Hey there, welcome to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, joined as always by Sonam Obsessian.
Hello.
And wow, that was...
Hello.
Hello.
You sounded Australian.
Hello. Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
And
Hello.
Matt
Hello.
Gorley. And I'm happy I've got a bubblegum cigarette.
Cool.
Yeah.
And
Pretty-
puffs like candy puff cigarette. Look at
Yeah, it's got a little powdered sugar in it.
that. Yeah.
David Hopping, for my birthday, gave me a bunch of boxes of candy cigarettes, and yeah, it looks like smoke's coming out because you blow a little powdered sugar. But sometimes I have them hanging out of my lip. They're just up in my office, and he gave me a lot of them. I'll be honest with you.
Do you
And
think you look cool?
I think I look super cool.
I think you do kind of look cool.
Yeah, and you know, I'm always kind of fascinated with smoking.
Yeah, me too.
Because it would be a great prop.
Uh-huh.
It'd be a great thing to have. Also, I like all the accoutrements to go with a cigarette.
Yeah.
You know, the really cool lighters and maybe that little, Art Deco cigarette case.
The one that stops a bullet. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys
It's
watch
very
too many
noir.
movies.
And I always think,
I've never seen a movie.
I always think, yeah. So I've been trying to gauge when I can start smoking. Now, listen, let me go out of my way to say, people don't smoke. You shouldn't smoke. No one smoke. It's bad to smoke.
But you want to time it with when...
I want to time it.
I feel the same about heroin.
Yeah.
What?
I'm
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah. Well, people have these amazing experiences, and you think, I don't know, when I start to get, to within a certain amount of time before my clock is going to run out,
Yeah.
maybe I'd start smoking, and maybe I'd be a really cool looking old guy who's smoking, and I have a really neat,
Yeah.
like sort of gold Dunhill lighter from
Yeah.
London,
Uh-huh.
and I have this little case of cigarettes, and I pop one. I got one going on the side of my lip, and it's hanging off right there, and people are like, wow, he's really cool, and he's going to die very soon because he's
Huh.
old. But what do we think? Is that something that's viable? Or, I mean, I don't think
so.
I'll do it, but
It's like if you get diagnosed with something terminal, like when you're like
Yes.
85, 90.
Mhm.
Is that what you mean? Then you'll take up smoking?
the minute you're diagnosed with something like that, they're like, no, this medicine we're giving you, there's still a chance. They
No,
never
when
say
you're,
you're
like,
through. They always say
No,
there's
I
still
want
a
my
chance.
doctor say, you've got exactly a week. Here's some heroin. Go for it.
The doctor's
I
giving you
want-
heroin?
Yes. Well, my doctor.
I want my doctor to say, you have 45 years left, but this won't really kick in until you're 50 for 55 years if you smoke these unfiltered. So, you know what I mean? So I get to enjoy smoking a cigarette for a really long time.
I see. Okay.
And trust me, I think I would hate inhaling smoke. What I basically do want is a more convincing bubblegum cigarette. And I want a lighter that puts a little extra
Yeah.
sugar powder on my cigarette.
It caramelizes it.
It caramelizes my bubblegum
You don't
cigarette.
want to smoke. You just want the accessories that come with smoking.
That's what he's saying, yeah.
I
Yeah.
know, but it's
Yeah.
like you
I
don't
want the-
actually want to take up smoking.
I want, though, something hanging out of my lip that I can play around with, do little
That's
tricks.
so
I
Why
can
don't
blow
you just
smoke
get some
rings.
wheat?
What?
Wheat?
I don't know.
What,
Wait,
you mean like
wheat?
a piece of
Or
straw
a
like a
toothpick.
farmer?
Yeah.
Toothpick doesn't wheat.
No.
Oh, that's the same. Yeah, I love it if all my noir detective movies had Humphrey
know.
Bogart chewing on some wheat.
It's the opposite effect.
Yeah. And he's like, of all the dames to walk into my place, she walks into mine. Look at those gams. Chomp, chomp, chomp. What is he, a horse?
I could while away the hours.
I'm just thinking other things that can hang out of your mouth that can be acceptable.
Yeah.
And the first image that came
Celery.
to my mind was wheat that a
Wheat.
farmer does.
No.
Celery, a rutabaga.
Do you
No,
like
a toothpick.
Cobra,
I think a toothpick's
matchstick like
cool.
Cobra.
Yeah, that doesn't, matchstick really looks like you're trying hard.
Yeah, well, he was.
So you think heroin for you? I mean, we're talking, and again, we're telling people you can't do these things. These
I've
things are
never done
terrible.
hard
We're
drugs.
just talking about when you've got a very short amount of time
Yeah.
left.
Death
what are the things
bucket
we would
list.
do?
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
never done hard drugs, but I would love when I'm at death's door to know what heroin feels like because everybody that talks about it, every movie I've seen.
No. It's all. I don't think so. I don't
you
think
don't
so.
think heroin is a magical experience? Haven't you seen Train Spotting? You go through
It
a
did
toilet.
not end well.
I just know that. it
Haven't
looked-
you ever seen
the whole
Requiem
thing
for
looked-
a Dream?
Yeah, the only thing looked disgusting. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I know. You're the only guy that looks at Train Spotting as aspirational. Wow. I could hang out in a really grimy Scottish bathroom with a bunch of skinheads.
No, I'm
God.
talking about the upswing of heroin, and you have none of the bad stuff after because you're dead of natural causes anyway.
Okay, well, this is so dark. I want to just be the voice
Yeah.
of reason and say I have a bubblegum cigarette, and I think there's nothing
Oh,
cooler
I'm talking
than
about
that.
bubblegum heroin.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay. Well,
I
that
don't know
stuff
what
is
I
good.
would do. I can't think of anything that I'm like, I want to try that.
You mean just before you go?
Yeah.
I think if you were told you had maybe a month to live, you would say, I want a whole room filled with hummus. Don't you think? Because you love
I could
hummus.
do that now. It's
That's
good
true.
for you. It's garbanzo beans.
No, but a whole room?
Yes, I want a whole room, but also no, it
to
wouldn't be
roll
hummus.
around in
It
it.
would be like just all the bad food you're not supposed to eat. All the
yeah.
steaks, all the candy, all the chocolate,
But you know what? No one does that. No one does it.
On death row, they do when they get their last meal. you know?
fried chicken.
Yeah.
Man, you
Oh,
are
that's
dark
my
today.
jam.
Look at you. Go. You're a very dark blend
You
today.
really are.
Heroin.
You and
I'll be
also
on
you
death
thought
row.
about this.
It's
You
coming
had
for us
heroin
all.
in your
Hey,
back
yeah.
pocket.
What about this? What if there was a restaurant called Death Row and you go and there's different cells instead of tables and you order your last meal
This
and you
is
can say
brilliant.
whatever you
most
want. And it's
fucked
like,
up
I
thing
want
I've
fried
ever
chicken. I want a triple cheeseburger. I want this. And they bring you a very high quality version of those
This
things.
is brilliant.
And then a priest comes in and sits with you, and then you're led out. But instead of to the electric chair, it's to your car where a valet hands you the key.
That is
This is
so
brilliant.
fucked
That's
up.
a great
Yeah.
You're
idea.
saying he's dark? You're talking about
It's a restaurant. He's talking about death. I'm talking about a good meal.
Everybody gets morphine on the way out, mostly if you die in a hospital anyway. So it's
What is wrong with
I
you?
would go. I would. You know what? I really want to try morphine one
That's
day.
heroin.
And
Okay,
Conan
you know what?
talks about
Medicinal
propofol
Guess
heroin.
what? Your
a lot.
restaurant's called Hospice. Good luck with that. Mine's called Death Row. It's a huge deal. It's going to be on Melrose in Los Angeles. Everyone's going to go.
I once had an
Yeah.
idea for a restaurant called Resta Room, and it's a regular restaurant, but everybody sits at an open toilet.
What? No, but why? Oh my god,
It's not real.
girls!
It's just a joke.
But wait, how does it work?
It's called Resta Room.
Yeah. You get your meal.
And your chair is a toilet. And so you don't have to go to the bathroom. You don't have to excuse
He's
Are you
You're-
sitting there with your pants around your
you're laughing
ankles?
so
Yeah.
hard.
Are you sitting there with your pants around your ankles?
If you like, sure.
If you like.
If you like,
He
Are
had
you
to say it's
shitty?
not real, by the way.
Yeah. Caveat: it doesn't exist.
Yet.
you two are the worst
You're
restaurant.
You're with us in
tours.
this.
No, mine is like
What's your
Willy
restaurant?
Wonka's chocolate factory. My idea of what I want to do before I die is Willy Wonka.
Okay.
Yours is smoking, yours is heroin. Which one is the sunniest one out of all of these?
I'd like to end on my idea for a restaurant, Death
Okay.
Row. Everyone's. This is my idea. I know people listening right now are rushing.
It's a good idea.
It's a really good
You got to have
idea.
a hell of a like food stock and chef.
It's like the
Trust me,
Cheesecake Factory.
It's like the
Yeah.
Cheesecake Factory. It's got a menu that big. And I think you call ahead so they can get it all
Oh,
ready.
okay.
You call ahead.
yeah.
This is a very expensive restaurant.
but like I would want like In-N-Out cheeseburgers.
Exactly. They
Can
take
I
care of
call
that.
them and they would bring in
They take
food
care
from
of
another
everything.
place?
They take care of
Yeah.
everything.
Okay.
Yeah. But you have to wear prison overalls.
And you're in a cell.
And the priest is, I don't care what your religion is, it's a Catholic priest because that's what's in the movies. And
And
that's
there's a series
non-negotiable.
of phones from the governor, from the DA, and
Yeah,
all on
and
the
all the
wall,
bad
and you
news
just-
comes in.
Yeah.
Nope. The
Yeah.
governor went to bed.
Yeah,
once
it's not
he
going to
did.
happen.
Yeah,
It's like
and then you
dinner
get your really
theater.
good meal, and
Okay.
then they lead you. Oh, you know what it is? It is an electric chair or a gas chamber, and then at the last second, you veer away from that, and it's the valet parking, and you get a little doggy bag.
It's a great idea.
Or it's the gas chamber and you sit on it, it's an open toilet.
Oh God.
And say we're back in business. We're back in business.
all roads lead back to toilets
I
with you.
just remembered we
doing
have
it
a
right.
guest.
a big toilet guy.
Who's our guest today?
My guest today, thanks for asking, is a hilarious comedian whose stand-up special Father is available to stream on Hulu and Disney Plus. She's incredibly talented. She's amazing. I cannot wait to speak with her today. Welcome, Atsuko Okatsuka. I have been aware of your work, which I think is fantastic, for a while. And then we met outside a comedy club in Los
Right.
Angeles
What a blessing.
on the street. And we were just talking about what a great experience that is. I was getting ready for the Oscars, and so I was hitting all these out of the way clubs. And we were outside the Elysian. Is that right?
That's right, the Elysian Theater.
Elysian Theater.
Yeah.
And, when you stand on the sidewalk in Los Angeles,
Mhm.
this is what's unique about Los Angeles. Any other place you stand on the sidewalk, but if you're on the sidewalk in Los Angeles, people think that you're unmedicated and dangerous.
Oh.
So,
Very
it's
true.
just so weird. But there was all these comedians standing around. I was talking to them, and then
All unwell, all of
all
us.
unwell,
All of
including
us
myself.
peeing on ourselves. Who
Yeah.
are we? Dogs? We're right. People are like on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
They don't have cars. Yeah, people were.
If you
staring.
walk in Los Angeles, there's been occasions where, you park your car and then you walk a couple of blocks to the pharmacy. And if people see you walking in LA, the assumption is something's very wrong.
Yeah, Conan's going through a breakup. Conan's, you know what I mean? I always tell my husband, like, because sometimes he'll be like, "I'll go on a walk." I said, "On a walk? We don't do walks.
Yeah.
We're very pale,
Yeah.
and we're like nighttime people, and we've tried nature, but it's nature is hard. Nature is hard for us because we're very like." We tried it. We went to like Joshua Tree, because we got inspired by other people's Instagram posts.
Yeah.
And while we were out there in nature, we were like, oh no, we ran out of things to talk about.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
things like that. Anyway, so I said, don't go too far. People might think we broke up. And so that's kind of the thing.
But I love that you describe nature like it's a dangerous medication.
It's so scary.
I
It's
tried nature once, and I really didn't like it.
Conan, it's just you and your thoughts
Yeah.
for hours, possibly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like, oh, how long can I touch grass for? Until I'm like, okay, I've felt it.
Yeah.
And now
Well,
it's
hold on.
back to my thoughts.
Okay, Osco,
It's terrifying.
you don't go into nature and then just touch grass with you don't kneel down and touch grass with your forefinger.
What do they mean by it? What do they mean? Touch grass. I said, okay. And like there's a trap.
No, okay.
How long?
I'm going to tell you right now, as
please explain.
as your friend and your physician, I'm going to tell you right now,
And my
you're never to go, and your botanist, you're never to go in nature again. I don't think any amount of talking to you is going to make this a healthy experience.
You said you're not supposed to go and just touch grass. What am I doing
you're just supposed to
wrong?
be in it and
What am I
walk
doing wrong?
around and breathe the air and,
Right.
and let it sort of gradually, it's not a thing you accomplish. You have a very sort of type A approach to, I'm going to go into nature. Now you're talking to someone and listening to someone who also doesn't go into nature. So I don't know what I'm talking about. I should not be your spirit animal on this one.
Do you think, what is it? You don't have time maybe to go into nature or?
I think we have a lot in common. I think we have a lot in common. And I know from your story and from listening to your comedy, we have a lot in common.
Mhm.
But one thing we don't have in common is you walked into our place on Larchmont here just minutes ago, and I'm stunned. You look perfect. Doesn't she look perfect?
Oh.
No, you really do. You're very beautiful, but you're also what you're wearing. I mean, it's all perfect.
Me?
You, yes.
Min bite? This is just me.
You're being all
naturally.
Oh, that's how you rolled out of bed?
I'm just celebrating. I'm just here celebrating.
Oh my God, I'm just having cake and what?
Sweetie,
I don't even know what I'm wearing.
Sweetie, I was just here celebrating your birthday.
Sona, back me up here.
You
I know
invited
it's
me.
true, but you always you have such a colorful aesthetic. You have Cheez-It earrings. I'm obsessed of everything about your appearance.
And the outfit is just kind of perfection.
It's
And the
cool.
lines are. I mean, this is how you present yourself is important to you. Look like I'm in treatment for alcoholism. I'm just wearing
And sweetie, that's a brand too.
yeah.
That's also a brand.
Well, I don't want to. I like to dress well, but then you do this podcast, and we end up talking about diarrhea half the time. So I'm not going to put on a nice
Gesture
tie.
to me when you said
because
diarrhea.
you usually take us down that road.
I do,
It's
I
your
do.
favorite topic.
Y'all are so silly because you all have very specific brands that are so iconic.
What are we talking about here?
Aesthetically, yes. I think aesthetically, something that makes a person iconic is, can someone draw you very well? And
Oh.
yes, literally,
We're
you're
good caricatures already.
That's right. Yeah.
It's true.
That's
iconic
true.
in like a silhouette, like The Simpsons,
Yeah.
in the dark. we see Sona's hair, your hairstyle. Your glasses would probably be prominent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I've thought about this.
David has his own brand of glasses.
Y'all are very aesthetically icons too.
One thing that you and I have in common is we both have very distinctive hairstyles or haircuts.
That's right.
Not today. Today I didn't think about it much, but usually I'm sporting this kooky wave thing in my hair. I don't know. It looks like
Defying gravity.
Defying gravity.
Swoop, a pompadour.
It's a swoop. It's
yeah.
There you go.
I tried.
Thank you. But
Is everyone okay who had to hear that?
No, I'm sterile now.
Okay.
But you have this very cool bowl haircut. As worn originally by Mo and the Three Stooges, and it's fantastic. It's perfect. And it's very intentional on your part. Is that true?
It is. Yeah. It is.
This is how your hair was when you were very young?
This was, me when I was very young. A lot of kids were cursed with this haircut, they would say, as a kid, right? My parents made me do the bowl cut. They put a bowl on me and then...
Is this part of the culture specific? Is that what you're saying?
I guess a lot of Asian kids had it, but also I've met a lot of people across cultures who come, with stories about how they had it too.
Right.
I think this is also very like before Mo from the Three Stooges, friars.
Yes.
Also really...
Friar Tuck and,
That's right.
and monks. Would have the bowl haircut. And you know what I associate it with? Ease. It's easy to give a bowl haircut. My mom had the Sears and Roebuck haircutting kit. There's 6 kids. She'd line us up outside the kitchen, and one at a time would jump up into like a high chair and zoop right across. So all the photos of me that you've seen when I'm a kid.
Photos.
That's right, bangs.
Just bangs straight across.
Icon.
And
style icon. Style icon.
But I do think if any culture's doing it, it's because, especially with kids, it's easy.
That's right.
So they probably just like snip, 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 you're done.
Sure. Yes.
And that's why they do it with kids. But most kids at certain point, when they can take control of their own look, reject the bowl haircut.
It's true.
You decided not to go that way.
Yeah, because I said, if I'm going to be the weirdo self that I am on the inside, maybe, I'll just show it on the outside so that people will know immediately, right? Okay, you're safe? Maybe.
Yeah.
You're a weirdo. You're a fellow weirdo like me, and you didn't have to conform to, I still get a lot of messages once in a while from guys who are like, you would be more attractive if you would just do the long hair thing, and it's like, well, there were a lot of times in my life where I felt like a bit of an outsider or a freak, and it's like embracing that. All the things that, I was like, oh no, this makes me look like I can't make friends with this haircut, and now I just want to embrace it and let people know, like, yeah, let your freak, is it freak flag fly?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
What a tongue twister. Freak flag. Yeah.
It can go dirty so quickly if you say it quickly. You know what I mean?
Freak flag fly. Like that?
Well, there's other F words I'm just saying it can easily, if you say it really quickly, it's one of those things that if I was on the air live and I had to say freak flag fly really quickly, I'd be nervous.
Oh, okay.
Right.
You know
I
what I
thought
mean?
you meant sexually a freak flag, like your kink.
Well, that's I meant that, yes.
Is that the saying? Is the saying more about sexual stuff than like being a weirdo?
I think it could go either way.
It can be any way.
It could be any way.
Yeah.
Any flag of any freak can fly.
Yeah.
In any way.
Beautiful.
In any capacity.
This is really helpful, Sona. Thank you so much.
Thank you
flag
for
you
the
have that's freaky. Fly it.
Yeah, and no one knows more about a freak flag flying than Sona.
than this girl.
And that's a compliment. You are very comfortable in your own skin, and you're happy just saying whatever stuff you've been up to, be it legal, illegal, cool, dangerously wrong.
Wait, she's like, how did this turn into
You looked around for help from anybody?
It's a diarrhea thing, and now I'm a freak that lets my flag fly.
Let's get the focus back
You're
on
very
Atsuko, if you don't
sweet.
mind,
Yes, no,
Sona.
I'm happy
But
to.
freak flag fly,
sweet.
diarrhea lady over here. But that's not important. The
That's
important.
very sweet. I think what you do is, because sometimes I'm like, oh, Conan, this is a similarity I think maybe we have. I'm not sure. I might be putting it on you. But like, you don't want anyone to feel like an outsider too.
Right.
And so, I don't know. I feel like you just sensed me being like, oh, I don't know how the saying goes. English isn't my first language.
Right.
And then you're like, you, Sona, you're a freak.
Yes.
You're crazy. You do that. And
you know
then
what? To
Sona's
make you-
also a very good, yes and improv.
Yeah, she is.
Teammate. So she's like, yes, what are you doing? And then suddenly no one remembers Atsuko doesn't know English. Suddenly, Atsuko's, freak flag flies. No one remembers it anymore. This is the genius of Conan. Thank you so much.
Until you
Cut
just
to commercial.
Until you just brought it up, Atsuko, I did a very good job of, distracting from your pain by brutally making fun of Sona.
That's right.
Father's Day is coming up very fast. Hint, hint. June 21st.
Wow.
We're not your children.
My children are not getting me anything, so it's up to you guys to get me Father's Day. They have never bought into Father's Day, but you guys are going to. You're my employees and you have to. Well, guess what? Luckily, Macy's has a wide range of options, the expertise to help you find the perfect gift. Macy's is the answer for Father's Day.
Mm-hmm.
And David,
Yes.
as my sort of surrogate son,
Okay. Oh, that's nice.
the son that I hired to buy me things.
Exactly.
I hope that you're prepared for this Father's Day, and I hope you've consulted Macy's.
Oh, I have done both of those things. And if I could actually have you look at the TV,
I love a presentation.
Some gifts for you. First,
Oh, there you go. You love a pun.
we
Look
got
at
you a
that.
shirt that says The Grill Father.
I love that shirt because you know what? I love the Godfather movies, and I
knew
love
that.
grilling, and they've combined them with the Grill Father.
And are you ready to combine it even more? Let's see
You
the
bet
next
I am.
gift.
Yep, let's go. Ooh.
A Ninja indoor grill.
Can I say something? That looks really good.
It
Right?
does.
And then, sometimes when you're grilling, you might want to get rid of that scent, that smell. So let's see the next one.
Yep.
We got you some
Oh.
Dior cologne.
Oh, is that Savage?
It's Savage.
Oh.
I love Savage, and I love that it does mask the scent of charred meat really well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you wear so much cologne.
I used to wear Jupe.
Oh, no.
Yeah, remember when I got Jupe?
I do remember that.
But now I'll have Savage, and I might mix my Savage with Jupe. You never know.
Oh,
I'm crazy.
that
Mix a
sounds
cocktail.
So happy Father's Day from us and Macy's.
You know what? I want to
Yay.
say thank you. Those are cool gifts. I like them. I'll be grilling. I'll have my Savage on. I'll be wearing my
The
Grill
shirt.
Father t-shirt. I love it. Thank you, Macy's. Macy's makes it easy to take something your dad already loves, make it feel new again. Same vibe, better version. The kind of gift he'll actually use and appreciate no matter what kind of dad he is. Check out Macy's online gift guide for more ideas at macys.com/gift guide. We have a lot of commonalities. It's not just the hair. I watch your comedy and I see how all of your instincts are to put people at ease. That seems to be very important to you. And I love the way you talk to an audience and get involved with an audience. You're so good at it. You're so good at talking to people, sussing out the situation, teasing things out, and kind of shining a light on what's the funny thing that's happening here, but without hurting someone's feelings, which I think is kind of a superpower.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yeah. It's all about wanting to be seen and wanting
Mhm.
others to feel seen too. Yeah.
Well, you've
And
done
so-
this. Yeah, I want to make sure I mention it now, and we'll talk about it later too. But you have this special on Hulu called Father, which is delightful and amazing, and it is, up for Emmy consideration, which it should be. And you talk a lot about your childhood, and there are people that say, comedians that say, "Well, I had a really strange childhood," and then you hear about it and you go, "Yeah, kinda." Your story is crazily unique and sounds perilous, but you talk so well about it and you're so funny about it that sometimes the reality of it can get a little obscured. And so if you don't mind just talking about that a little bit, because you're born in, is it Taiwan?
Mm-hmm.
You're born in Taiwan, but you end up kind of growing up in Japan
Right.
in your early years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of stuff going on in your family.
Yeah. So I'm half Taiwanese.
Mhm.
I was born in Taiwan. Day one already. So my dad is Japanese. He
Mhm.
stayed in Japan for my birth.
Mhm.
Day one, the first face I see coming out of my mom, and I don't remember this, obviously. People who are like, "Oh, I know. I have my memory starts from day zero."
Yeah.
I feel like,
Well, they're just lying.
It's true.
It's okay.
or maybe they're like, "I did ayahuasca." How they're like, "And my past self was two cats." Like I haven't had the pleasure of having that kind of
I put some in your cake.
image.
So
Thank you.
you
I'm
will
like,
have that image very soon.
I'm feeling dizzy.
Yeah.
Why am I? Oh, day one. Oh, we're still on day one.
Yeah.
Sorry. So my uncle's face is the first thing I see because he's helping my mom get me out of her because he's not a doctor, but he was studying to be an OBGYN. And my family loves a discount. And so I think because I was like, what? Why didn't we have like a real doctor, And so I think that's why they flew to Taiwan. They loved that there was going to be a deal and that it was
you were at a mall.
relative.
It's not like getting your ears pierced.
Yeah.
Let's go to the birth kiosk.
Pierce.
And then we'll grab an orange Julius afterwards.
Yeah, I'm just outside of a Claire's. It was a hospital, but yeah. So day one, that's already happening, and I find out later my dad wasn't there because I guess the relationship was already rocky, and that's pretty early on at me as a baby. And so 3 months after that, we all moved to Japan to reunite with my dad. And so my mom, my mom suffers from schizophrenia, and my grandma was heavily involved in orchestrating, my mom and dad meeting because she was like, it's going to be hard to marry this daughter off, in Taiwan. Maybe we go somewhere kind of far. Maybe we go to Japan where, my daughter doesn't really speak the language. And so...
Wait, your grandmother's trying to hide your mom's schizophrenia or mental issues?
There's mental issues. I think they didn't really know what was wrong with her,
Right, but she's thinking, she'll have a better chance of marrying if we go to a country where people don't understand her?
Is kind of like my inkling. Because I've said to grandma, Taiwan's a small country, but, there's still... I think, here's the thing. At the time, right, a woman in her 30s, single, never had a boyfriend, they're like, what's wrong with her already too?
Yeah.
And so, I think there were multiple things going on. Let's just try a different place. Let's just try a different country. And, she has a hard time making friends. Something is off about her, so I think it was a lot of that. And then so my grandma took the reins and saw in the newspaper they were doing a speed dating event in Tokyo. So signed my mom up and went there, And there was a language barrier, but I think, I like to think that, when there is though, all your secrets can't be revealed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, your grandmother just sounds like a mastermind.
She's a criminal.
Yeah, she's a criminal.
My grandma, don't get me wrong, she's a criminal. She also then took me to America.
That's right. You live in Japan for how many years?
I lived there for 8 years.
For 8 years. And then your grandmother said, and I'm going to tell your story for you.
Yes, please.
Because I think more men have to do this for women.
Right. Okay.
Your next one-woman show, I should come out at the top and just start telling your whole story.
I think people would love that.
Yeah, no, and then you come out and have me beaten.
You're helping me out.
Yeah. I'm here to mansplain what Atsuko went through. But your grandmother says to you, we're going to take a trip, and she takes you here to Los Angeles.
Right, yeah.
And then you realize over time, she kidnapped me, more or less. Is that true?
Yes, yeah. She said it was a 2-month vacation to Los Angeles. Again, she's a liar. And so we're in Japan, and then suddenly, and before, I'm living with my mom and grandma in Japan too. I was living with my dad. He had full custody of me, and then slowly, was like, hey, what if we spend more time with her? Oh, we got an apartment down the street from your place, And so my dad was like, sure, he was already raising 2 other kids of his own from the previous marriage. So, and then my mom's mental health declined pretty bad. She was very suicidal in Japan. And so I think, my grandma was like, okay, we changed locations again, which, at this point, it's not, I'm like, sweetie, it's not the location, right? But I get it. Like as a single mom for so long, my grandma was, and then she was also now helping to raise me. I think she was just trying to get ahead before the next disaster. So she contacted my uncle, her other son, who lived in Los Angeles already. Hey, do you have any space for us? I think we're going to try living there. He's like, we have a garage. She said, that'll do. And so, we came here. But she only told me it was going to be a 2-month vacation.
But you end up living for a while in a really small space.
Right.
With your grandmother.
And my mother.
And your mother, who has this very serious mental illness. And that, is such an intense experience, but probably contributed to your abilities in comedy in some way. Don't you think? Like being in that situation, did you feel like it in any way helped you find your comedic voice because you were in this really strange situation?
I think so, for sure, yeah. And a lot of it comes from, it's not like the sadness of it. It's really, for me, like our need to make other people laugh. I'm also a people pleaser.
Yeah.
Being quick enough to be like, without anyone noticing that, like, what I just did, ha 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 ha, ta-da, is like mask the fact that maybe this person was feeling insecure over here.
Yep.
My mom, all my life, I've seen her, suffer right now, even as we speak, I know where she is, in her bed, like unable to move that much. She has seizures too now. And so she doesn't have any friends, and I get to like tour and see the world. I get to hang out with icons, legends, heroes of mine.
Right. You just said that because you don't know our names.
I'm here with icons.
Yeah. That's what I say to the Uber driver when I forget his name. You're an icon.
Icon Matthew, was it?
Yeah.
And
people call me Matthew, sure.
And so it's this. That's where like my want to make her feel not so bummed out and so like
could
sad
you reach
and
her
crazy all the time
by being funny or outrageous? Is that the way you could connect with your mom if she was even in a debilitated state growing up?
Yeah. I was honestly afraid of her most of my life, so I didn't know how to make her laugh, but I knew how to make my uncle and aunt laugh.
Yeah.
Because the family is so intense. We grew up, so they lived in the front house, but there was like, at least in the garage, there was no music in our house. My mom and grandma didn't watch anything. My uncle finally installed a TV for us back there. And so I would watch like Chelsea Lately. And then that's when I started like even learning what stand-up was. But, when we would have dinners together as a whole family, that we would just eat in silence.
Yeah.
Like, we just witnessed a funeral. Like, it was, nobody would talk, silent. And, and then eventually, I think out of survival, out of like making it easier for me, I started trying to make little jokes. I remember one time we had another one of these silent dinners. Literally just, all you can hear is just like things being cut on the plate. One time, my aunt asked for salt. We all jumped because someone talkit's. We were like,
don't ever do that again.
You know how I was jumpy when Maddie came in with the tea. I think it's because of that. It was always silent. It's like, oh my god, what happened? And it was just, she's like, salt. I just said salt. But
you all had to retreat to different corners of the garage.
Yeah, totally.
To think about what just happened.
We're being attacked, and she just wanted a little more seasoning. But so then, we would sit in silence, and one time I remember we finished eating, and I just said, "Well, that was really fun. We should do it again." and then my uncle cracked a smile.
Good. Okay,
yeah.
That's
I couldn't get it out of my mom.
Right.
But, yeah, long stories. Yeah, sorry.
No, but I mean that's.
I think
we're not going to have any of that.
Well, no, because
there'll be no apologizing here for telling a really great story.
I think because I'm like, maybe I don't know how much you already know or not, and I
but I'm just fascinated by your story, and I love talking to really funny people and hearing how they made their way. That's one of my favorite things. Or not just funny people, but a bunch of the people we've had on the show, whether they're in music or acting or whatever, writers, I just love figuring out how people, sort of like salmon swimming upstream, they have like a little idea that they're supposed to do something and they develop it. And then you can put any obstacles in front of them. They usually figure out a way to get there. And I don't know if you had a lot of role models growing up, who, where you could see someone and say, if they can do it, I can do it, or this is someone who's talking directly to me. Were there stand-ups that really you gravitated towards?
For sure, yeah. I mean, it was hard though because I never saw. So I was starting to see stand-ups on like the Chelsea Lately show, for example.
Yep.
And one of the first stand-up specials I saw was Margaret Cho's through someone at church. I used to go to church. That's how they get immigrants. They go, "Do you want friends? Hey, welcome to the country. You want friends, right?" We're like, "Yes." "We speak your language." "Oh, that's cool. We have free food." I like that.
Yeah.
And then boom, suddenly, I'm at Jesus camp. So there I am. Go Jesus, go
That's
Lord.
how they get you.
Go God, Yeah, I'm a cheerleader for God. I'm in the choir. I'm an alto. My uncle is a choir director. Anyway, sing a cantata. Do you know what that is?
Clearly this was a huge inspiration to you, this religious conversion. The way you talk about it.
I mean, it really came in my life so quick. I mean, I'm from Taiwan and in Japan, like Jesus-less countries.
Yeah.
And then suddenly I'm getting baptized willingly. I mean, and then in a choir singing alto because I could never hit the high notes. Alto is very hard. We all know.
No.
Yeah. Yes, we do. Yeah.
Oh, we do? Okay.
But altos,
okay.
you have to harmonize.
Oh, boy. No. I
So
don't
you
know
had
any
Josh
of that stuff.
Groban the other day. He
Yeah.
likes to sing the melody. Singing happy birthday, dear Conan. I'm going, happy birthday to you. Yeah. Nobody cares. They go, "Oh, that sounded beautiful." Yeah, because someone was harmonizing, creating an illusion that there's a whole group.
Okay, you're very bitter about this. You've had so much
Tell me about it.
success and you've achieved
Sorry.
so much and you
Yeah.
can't get past this.
Well, Conan, when you get kicked out of the choir
Yeah.
by your uncle, who is the choir director, no.
Oh,
Were you
God, I'm
kicked
sorry.
out because of your musical abilities or because you were causing trouble?
I don't know. You just heard me sing, but we did a cantata. Okay, I only got to perform once with the choir. We did a cantata. Do you know what a cantata is?
I was going to be quiet because I thought everyone else would know.
No,
don't
I
know
have
what that
no
is.
idea.
No.
Timothy Chalamet would know.
Yeah.
But it's like a short opera.
Short
it's
opera.
a short opera. It's like 45 minutes long. We
Right.
did a
That's
cantata.
a short opera?
Because I think
About all
operas.
I could handle. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you and Timothy both.
I mean, I went to Timothy, but
what?
again.
Oh, turns out.
Kidding. I love opera. I was there last night at the opera.
Which opera?
La Boheme.
He only lasted.
Oh, wow, nice. You had that in your pocket. That was
Yeah,
good.
back pocket, La Boheme.
Yeah, he left 40 minutes in. 'cause
I had to. It's
45.
a urinary issue. I love opera,
that's
but I
true.
can't go more than 40 minutes without
Do
relieving
not
my
make
bladder.
fun of-
It's a terrible disease, and I'm waiting for a big commercial that I get to do about a medication.
You're right. It's ages.
I put it out there,
it's
then-
ages to even ask.
Thank you.
Or we must respect our elders. We can't respect
Wait,
them.
how did I get here?
Oh, wait.
I've had this condition since I was 15. I urinate
sorry.
every 11 minutes.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
You've
yeah.
been doing really good. Are you doing the?
Well, I have I don't want to tell you. I'm wearing a device right now.
It's okay.
I've urinated
It's okay.
9 times since
Let
you've
me
been
guess.
here.
Let me guess.
This got dark, and thanks a lot, Sona.
I did this?
Let me guess. The device you're wearing, sponsored?
I'm glad you asked, Osco.
I'm glad you asked.
You know,
Depends.
with-
I'm glad you
With
asked.
P on the go,
P on the go.
developed by NASA. Listen, we're gonna try and make sense out of this, and I know I can do this.
Right.
But we left you at Jesus Camp. You're getting
Right.
kicked out of the choir
That's
because
right. The
no one
cantata.
appreciates the incredible.
It was an Easter performance. It was the first one in the church. I love to sing loud
oh boy.
because he has risen. And I don't know, wouldn't you do that too? I guess. So I'm not a trained singer. Choir is a voluntary basis.
Yeah, they
thing.
can't be picky.
There's no audition.
Right.
All is welcome. Well, guess what? That means I'm on there too. With my skills. My uncle, call it nepotism. I got to join, pretty easily. And then after the cantata, I was never asked back.
Wow.
He said, "You love to sing loud, Atsuko, and we could hear you."
Wait, he wanted you to sing but not be heard.
Because I was off a lot. And he said, sometimes you would also sing in English. It was a Taiwanese church. We sang in Chinese. And we could hear, because I don't speak Chinese at this point. A bitch is confused. I was in Japan. I'm in Japan. Now I'm in Los Angeles in a garage. I left Tokyo. For this to be undocumented, we were undocumented.
You were
Conan.
undocumented.
We had no papers. My grandma
had no
didn't.
Papers
because we were supposed to be here on vacation. So we just applied for a 2-month play visa or whatever that's called.
Yeah.
Tourist visa.
Sure.
And then we overstayed it. Boom. What happens? Suddenly we're here illegally, and in Japan I only spoke Japanese. Suddenly I'm learning Chinese. Because I'm half Taiwanese too, and now I'm living with my Taiwanese side of the family. I'm confused. I'm Christian now, and now I'm singing alto. Of course, I'm off key. Of course, I'm gonna go into English sometimes.
I think you put it best when you said, "A bitch is confused."
Yes,
That was going to be the title of my autobiography. But now you've got
it.
it.
Out here for a pimp when you're trying to make money for the rent. So when I first saw Margaret, it was just me like, oh, this is so awesome. Okay, now I know this exists and she exists. And, well, also at the time, I didn't even know. I didn't know until I was like 16 that I was undocumented and what that even meant, right? Because I wanted to suddenly drive like all my friends at school. Like everyone was getting their permits. And I said, Grandma, I want to drive too. None of us drive. I think it'd be cool. And then I can drive us around. We don't... the bus, we don't have to take the bus anymore. You're old, and it'll be easy on us. And she goes, well, you can't drive. You can't do that because we don't have social security numbers. And I was like, oh, like that was the first time I had realized,
What a way to find out.
Yeah.
I know. I was, because I wanted to do.
By the way, you're here illegally. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So it's like it comes to like bureaucracy, paperwork stuff, right? That how would I know? I'm just a high school kid trying to kiss boys, and I did. Yeah, that you don't have to be an American to do. That was cool. And go to school.
Most boys don't ask for your social security number.
Oh, thank God.
Before. Well, I was always a stickler. Sometimes a girl would be like, "What's smooch?" And I'd say, "Well, hold on a second. I'd like to see various documents."
Yeah. We call
and that's why I was a virgin until Obama's first term.
Okay. We call that a narc.
Yeah.
We're like, the school snitch over here trying to get kisses still. We're like, do not trust him.
I'd sure like to kiss you, but I'd like to see your papers.
Yeah. We're like, this narc over here. And because I was surprised because there's so much you could do. I was going to school. I was in the cheerleading squad.
Were you a good cheerleader?
I was, as a squad, we were okay. As a squad, we were self-taught.
Together, we were okay.
Together, we were okay.
Separately, we were awful. What a great recommendation. We're not very good. We're terrible when we're apart. But when we get together, we're okay.
Just
tune in.
We really kept people's attention with our spirits. We really kept it there. We were very self-taught. We didn't have a coach. Our cheer squad. When people hear that I was a cheerleader, they're like, "Oh, you were a jock?" I'm like, no, you don't understand. My squad, it was like full of girls who were like, if it went for cheer, I would have joined a gang. These girls were scary. These girls.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that being a cheerleader was the last exit before gang.
Well,
that's hilarious.
Welcome to Venice High School.
Yeah.
Early 2000s.
Sure.
Okay. Venice. No, me too. I was like, I thought cheerleaders were like the Bring It On girls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
And then here I am. I join, and it's my first. They were like the first girls to accept me, right? So my first friends were Latinas and Black girls who called me Coco. They gave me a nickname. Mm-hmm. And some of the girls, they were like, some of the girls their boyfriends were part of the Crips.
Oh wow.
One of them Juanita, I remember one time her boyfriend called her a bitch, to which she pulled out a switchblade, put it up against his neck, and said, if you call me that again, I'll cut you, and then I'll cut myself. I was there. I said, I know. I said, damn, you are crazy. You are crazy.
I mean, I get the first part, but the second part seems extraneous. I'm going to say extraneous.
We're like 16.
I'll cut you, and then later I'll cut myself. Wait, Juanita, I'm very afraid of you cutting my throat. What you do on your own time. Later.
The drama.
Yeah.
The drama, right? She was a poet, too, on top of it. I was like, wow. So these were the kinds of girls. Once I got my driver's license senior year, the captain of the squad, she borrowed my car during lunch, went, got an abortion, came back for 6th period. What were your friends like?
Oh, my God.
So this is the cheerleaders.
Wow. This is awesome.
When I say if it weren't for cheer, we would have joined a gang. These are suddenly my friends in America, you know? And I was like, wow, like I have been snoozing. What is this exciting life? We would go to, one time we went to Denny's parking lot, where a fight broke out between the cheer squad and the flag team. I had never seen such a thing. We were all in uniform. It was after
The cheer team fought the flag team.
Yes, because one of the flag team girls started dating, no, one of the cheer squad's ex-boyfriends.
No.
And I said, oh, what is this? And I was trying to get on board because I'm such a scaredy cat.
Sure.
I don't fight. Literally, like the only things I fought are like helped fight are the voices in my mom's head in that garage.
Yeah.
And,
But did you...
fighting for my life to stay on the choir. That's the only things I fought for.
Is this, so the
At
fight
this
starts
point.
to go down. What did you do?
So I was scared. I show up with Juanita. Everyone's in uniform. So
Juanita's just hitting herself in the corner. I'll get you, and then I'll get them.
She should have done that.
Yeah.
She should. Can you imagine? The flag team would have retreated. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
this crazy bitch.
I'm going to first punch myself, then I'll get you, if you're not careful.
Incredible
I love
tactic.
Juanita's just backwards with everything.
I love this.
Incredible. She's all cartoon like. I would love that. Oh man. I'm cheering her on because we're cheerleaders.
Sure.
No, so I'm on the sidelines. I don't know what to do. And Juanita's like, I'm going to get in there. The fight started. People are dragging each other on the ground. But first off, they march in, okay? The flag team comes in with their flags. I was like, is this West Side Story?
It's West Side Story with flags.
And it's confusing because the flag team was also like Latin and like black girls too.
Yeah.
So we look like we're on this. We don't know who's fighting who. Thank God for the uniforms because you'll get confused.
The uniforms help a lot.
At least with West Side Story, it's like, okay, Puerto Ricans versus the white people. Dude,
Yeah.
similar dance moves. It's confusing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These girls, so thank goodness for the flags, because then I go, okay, that's not my squad mate.
Right,
You know?
right.
And the pom-poms, we have the pom-poms.
Dumbest fight I've ever heard of. Easily the dumbest fight I've ever heard
But
of.
I'm dying to know who won.
I
Yeah.
know.
People are getting tracked. There's no winning, sweetie. There's no winning in violence.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, David.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But,
No one
um,
wins.
I'm sorry.
David.
I'm sorry.
No
I asked.
one's-
Yeah, David.
Except for maybe Juanita's boyfriend, who is at home going, oh, thank God I have a break
Yeah.
tonight. But
Have you kept up with Juanita at all, or any of these people?
yes, we're on Facebook.
Oh, that's nice.
On Facebook,
I like
they
that.
still call me Coco. A few of them have come out to see my shows. 'Cause
That's okay. That makes
they
me really
moved-
happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
And so, I was you asked me for my role. I held everyone's jewelry because they
Important.
knew, they were like, Coco can't fight. And I was like, oh yeah, and I'll just hold, yes. And so, the scene in Cinderella.
Right. You had
The
one of those
scene-
TSA bins.
Yeah, that's right. Or the
Clink,
scene.
clink. Let's have it all. Clink, clink. Now get to it, you two.
Coming up.
There
Yeah.
you go. Thank you. A more, modern reference. I'm referencing Cinderella. I'm like, the scene in Cinderella. He's like, how about the TSA yesterday? Where, yes.
Any way I can help, I like to help.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm like, Cinderella, Cinderella. Who's watched Cinderella lately? Anyway, there's a scene where they're throwing things at her and she's like holding the jewelry and the
Mhm,
clothes. You'll
mhm.
not go to the ball. That was me. with the fight. I was holding the jewelry and then just shouting positive affirmations because again we were cheerleaders. I could do that. Juanita. What's the spell, Juanita? So those were all. Yeah. Why did I don't know why I went into.
Well, no, because I was
cheerleading.
asking you about this fight, and I'm curious because the Hulu special that you did, Father. You're talking about, because so much of what we talked about today, your father's introduced at the top of your story, and then I think you guys were estranged for a long time.
Right.
And this is you reconnecting or reestablishing a tie with your dad.
Right. Yeah, it's true. He missed out on my cheerleading days, my choir days, my Jesus camp days.
Right.
In a way, it's cool though, because when we got to meet up and we really got to reconnect.
Has he been living in Japan this whole time then?
So he's been living in Japan, working as an engineer, raising, my half siblings.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so once we were undocumented, another rule that I didn't know was you can't leave the US if you want to come back in, right?
Got it.
So we were stuck here. And I suddenly, I didn't get to say bye to my dad who's in Japan, super busy, raising kids, single dad. And I didn't get to say bye to my friends there. So I just felt super like suddenly, like I didn't get closure from a place.
You're cut off in an unnatural way.
Yeah. And then I got busy, right, with like cheerleading or trying to get a driver's license. I finally got my green card. When I was 17, we did the visa lottery program where, I guess my grandma, the hustler, finagler, pretended we were in Japan still the whole time, and she put our names into the lottery.
My God.
First of all, I want this woman running my life.
Yeah.
I also I want her running our
Don't
foreign
take
policy
David's
too.
job away. He's right here.
I think your grandmother just would beat out David so quickly. Yeah. I mean, you can't do these things. You can't get me into a Japanese lottery system to become a full citizen of the United States.
No,
You've never
you
achieved
ask
that.
me all the time.
You went to Lululemon today and bought me some underwear.
That's true. I did do that.
Hey.
Yeah.
And she
Would she do that?
She could do that too. She could do that too.
Oh, wow.
But she's doing like committing international, I don't know. I say crimes, but she really was able to, with a network of other grandmas from the church, and we know grandmas, like the network of grandmas, they're true.
They're making it happen.
Yeah, they're true like gangs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're telling each other, the best deals at the supermarket, or, they're telling each other like what loopholes, to what bank to go with if you want the higher interest rate or whatever.
Yeah.
And so through that, she figured that out. And then every year she would apply for the lottery, and every year, our names wouldn't get pulled. And then on the 7th year, all 3 of our names got pulled. And
That's
so,
great.
and then that's how we got to get a green card.
Well, let me be the first to welcome you to America.
Oh, what a
boy.
place.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I'm assuming I'm the first. It's been a while,
Yeah.
but probably no one else had the courtesy to say that.
Okay.
So welcome.
Thank you. I mean, you're kind of like a diplomat, right? To
No.
many countries, to many countries, you're the orange-haired American man that they'd rather see when you go abroad, right? And you've done that for us.
It's
That's
yeah,
true.
That is
Yeah.
true. That is
Yeah.
true. I'm trending ahead of other orange-haired people who tend to show up in countries
You've done
sometimes.
that for us. I mean, you closed the gap for us on or you tried to get ahead of it with Greenland. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
I think I've done so much for the world.
You have.
But I think like the alto and a choir, I'm also overlooked. And I think that's another way that we're,
Thank you to the nod at altos.
yes, that's what I do. I have to ask you this before we wrap. Your father, how does he feel about this crazy success you've had?
My gosh.
Is he I'm guessing he's really proud.
Yes, he got to see me perform a couple of times on my international tour now.
Mhm.
And so it's cool. I was saying like he missed out on, my choir days or cheerleading days and stuff like that. But also he kind of missed out on, me struggling to in my comedy career, right? Like trying to figure it out. I said, okay, finally, let's try this stand-up thing. And, it's wild that after years of trying it, years of doubting myself, maybe I'll go to like art school instead as a backup plan, which is a terrible backup plan, right? Why go linear? Why with also an unemployment? I got a degree in creative writing. And
boo art, boo creative writing.
No, this is art school. So creative writing is literally like, if you want to turn in 2 words, that's your thesis. It's like that. So he missed out on those years, but then I was developing my voice. And then when we met again, right, it was me doing an international tour back in Japan, to thousands of strangers who know who I am.
Yeah.
And in Japan, when you come back from like work or school, you say, "Tadaima, I'm home," and your family members go, "Okaeri, welcome home." And so on that show where my dad was there, I tried saying it. I said, "Tadaima, I'm home," to these Japanese audiences, and all thousands of them together said, "Welcome home." And I was like, I almost broke down and cried. And, my dad could understand those parts. And it was really cool because it was like, I hadn't been home like that in 22 years. So it was really cool that was how we got to reconnect.
It is like it's like the Superman myth. He's put into a space capsule and, when he's a baby and shot off. And then if you catch up with him 25 years later, 10, 15 years later, he's Superman. And it's just this thing that happened that you couldn't foresee, but it's magical. And I think an amazing gift that your dad gets to see that. Sometimes
you got to make people miss you and come back, hotter. Right? Isn't that the whole thing?
Well, listen, Atsuko, the special is beautiful. It's on Hulu, Father, and I wish you all the best in Emmy season because you deserve it. You are so funny and you've got a great spirit. And it's nice to get to know you better because I admire you, and then to have you here and talk. And we got to chat a little bit and bond out on the sidewalk outside of that comedy club.
That's right.
But I remember leaving that night and was like, this is unfinished business. We have more to talk about. So I was so glad you could come in, and I hope you come back.
Oh, thank you for having me. You guys are true kindred spirits. And if I may, now I cheer.
Okay.
I've really set it up.
Yeah. Here you go.
Give me a C.
C.
You got your C, you got your C. Give me an O.
O.
You got your O, you got your O. Give me an N.
N.
You got your N, you got your N. Give me an A, N, N, N. We got Conan.
Yay!
Wow,
I like when you ended, there was a little bit of,
because
we got, Conan. Atsuko, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
I was at the airport. I was waiting in one of those long lines. And I kept saying, "Hey, let me through. I'm Conan O'Brien." And they said, "Shut up. You'll wait in line." And I went, "Oh, okay." And
that's so sad.
It's a really good story. But I was hungry. I didn't have a snack with me. You got to keep it. And I didn't want to lose my place in line and go try and find something.
I know.
That's when you got to have Nutri-Grain on you.
You got to always have a snack in your bag. And when it's a Nutri-Grain, it's perfect.
It's perfect because it's the right size. It's handy. It's also nutritious.
Yes.
Okay. You can go anywhere. It's made with 10 grams of whole grains, 10 vitamins and minerals. These guys are obsessed with 10s. And no high fructose corn syrup. Nutri-Grain nourishes and it hits the spot with delicious flavors. They got strawberry, apple cinnamon, blueberry flavors. I just had a blueberry back in the snack area.
Yeah.
With a little bit of a glass of milk.
You earned it. Nice job.
Nice job. Each Nutri-Grain Crunchy Bar contains at least 23 grams of whole grains and provides a good source of fiber. Find nutritious and always delicious Nutri-Grain bars at your favorite store or online retailer today. And look for new Nutri-Grain Crunchy Bars in stores near you. Oh, I'll get that crunchy, I will. Your life doesn't stay in one place, and neither do you. Whether you're commuting to work, visiting family on the weekends, or road tripping all summer long, you need a vehicle that keeps up. With a Hyundai Hybrid, you get a car that fits your life with the best of both worlds. A car that matches your daily rhythm and has the fuel efficiency you want. The versatile Santa Fe Hybrid SUV seats up to 7. The Tucson Hybrid SUV is packed with modern conveniences and has standard H-Track all-wheel drive. The Sonata Hybrid Limited Sedan features exceptional performance and handling, and the sporty Elantra Hybrid Limited Sedan features a cutting-edge look and up to an EPA-estimated 52 highway miles per gallon. No matter what your life looks like, there's a Hyundai Hybrid for you. And all of them come with first-class safety features, advanced tech, show-stopping design, and America's best warranty. Hyundai Hybrids. All that and more. America's best warranty claim based on total package of warranty programs. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details. All right, we're going to do a little segment. Normally we do this with Matt Gorley, and we do something called Review the Reviewers, where people call in with reviews, and we listen to them, and then I respond to their reviews. But Gorley's not here. He's on paternity leave. And because he's out and we don't have Review the Reviewers, I thought I'd just supply the call-in reviews myself.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Oh, this is so sad.
Yeah. So let's listen. This is
oh, no.
This is Jack Muncie, and he's coming to us from Cleveland, Ohio. And he says, let's play it right now.
You're pressing a button. Why you do?
I listen to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend all the time. I think it's the best podcast ever. Conan's mind, like I listen to his mind work. And I'm like, this guy's splitting the atom. I don't even have a question. It's just that funny a show. And it's like, I also think, is it me or is he like the coolest guy ever? I don't know. But I don't know, Conan. I don't even have a question here. You're just incredible. Well, wow, that was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, that was so nice.
That was
Nice
really
guy.
nice one.
Mr. Muncie, I
Yeah.
thank you very much. I don't think I'm splitting the atom. I'm just saying things that come to my mind and it tends to dazzle, I guess. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know, it's weird. If you have these superpowers, you don't walk around going, oh, wow, I have superpowers. You're like, I'm Superman. You know, I can crush this piece of coal and it becomes a diamond.
Yeah.
Another day, another dollar. You don't get amazed by it because you've lived in this body for a long time.
Sure.
What do you think about me?
Yeah.
Good enough.
I think-
What do you think about me? What's happening?
Karen Stipson in
No.
Anchorage, Alaska,
We
has a call.
We don't know.
Hey,
Oh my God.
Conan? Yeah, Karen here, and I listen to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. Why would you need a friend? I would think you'd have more friends than anyone on earth. You just are the funniest, most creative. And I don't know. I saw you host the Oscars, and it's like, I'd do that guy.
Oh, God.
He's all that in a bag of chips.
Karen.
And that's how
Karen.
people talk. I know I shouldn't be talking this way, but
Karen's live reacting.
I'm only
Karen, are you listening to us right now?
Karen, are you on the
I'm
on the line?
anticipating what you guys will be saying, I guess. I won Anticipator of the Year award last year. I'm a really good anticipator, but I'll just wait for Sona's and David's laughter to calm down, which I'm assuming is happening.
Oh.
But anyway, I don't know. I listen to Conan and I'm like, wow, how's he? Woo. He's just the best. So anyway, Conan, I'm just curious. Do you ever think that you'll divorce your wife and maybe be back on the market and hang out at Anchorage? I sure hope so. A lot of ladies up here will be pretty happy. Well, gotta go now. Bye. Oh, look, it's cold outside. That's Anchorage for you. A little joke. Bye.
Well, no, I don't think I'll be divorcing my wife anytime soon. Love my wife. We've been married a long time. She's my soulmate. But hey, you'll be the first I'll call should the deal go down because she may want me out. you know?
Yeah,
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 she
you
gets
can-
pretty exasperated. I do this thing at home where I take pretend calls. And Liza hates it.
Oh, she does?
Yeah.
Oh, but
yeah.
it's so great.
Yeah,
It's so
that's,
great.
She said, why don't you go do that at work? So I thought I'd do it here at work.
Mm.
But
Wait,
anyway.
that was you?
Yeah. Well, no. I didn't do it here yet. I'm thinking I might do it.
Karen said you're all that and a bag of chips.
Yeah, that's how kids talk now, I guess.
Okay, it's funny. I hear you say that all the time and
No,
literally
not
nobody
me.
else. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So pretty cool. Victor Hidalgo.
No. Where's Victor calling from?
He's coming from Corpus Christi, Texas.
Ah.
Conan, man. You're the man. You're the man, Conan. You're one cool hombre.
Is he Mexican?
You're a cool guy, Conan. I'm actually, despite my name, my family is from Sweden. But I just use the word hombre every now and then.
Okay, just
Yeah, but my father is Lars, and my mother is Torquia. And, yeah, I just go by Victor Hidalgo, just,
Okay.
But anyway, I just want to say the show's amazing, and sometimes when I'm sitting in my sauna and having a taco, I just think this Conan guy is amazing. Again, no question, just Victor Hidalgo here from Sweden, and I just think you're amazing.
Again, no question.
It's
Like he's
also-
referencing
I'm just
Jack Muncie.
I'm just anticipating
It's weird how
in
that's
my
like they're
message
with us.
Yeah.
that everyone else probably didn't have a question either, because what can you ask this man? It's like perfect. We have an old saying in Sweden, if the skates aren't bent, skate away, skate away. And I just want to say you're the best, Conan. You're absolutely amazing. And someday I hope you and I can split a chimichanga. Peace out. Wow, that guy's incredible.
Peace out. He said peace out.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
I don't
cool.
know. I have to say, these have been amazing calls. And these are better than the calls that are curated
The Gorley
by
finds.
Gorley, who I
Yeah.
think does a shitty job finding callers.
Do you think there's a caller from like a Sona fan?
Oh, well, I could try and find out. Let's see. I'll look through the list here. No, there isn't.
Oh, okay.
I know that violates every rule of improv, but no, it isn't. There's absolutely
Not
no.
a single
Yeah.
one. It's
Oh, wait a
all
minute.
about
Wait a
your
minute. We're getting a
eye.
call right now. We're getting a live call right now.
Oh,
Eduardo, can you
yeah,
patch
let me
this
patch it
through?
in. Hold
This
up.
person says they're a Sona fan. Let's see if they are.
Oh
Yeah,
my
let's
God, he's
patch him in
pretending to
right
press
now.
All right, they're
buttons.
on.
Hey, is Conan there? Is Conan on the line? Yeah, this is Conan. What's going on? You say you're a Sona fan? Oh, yeah, I'm a big Sona fan. Psych, I'm not a Sona fan. I just wanted to get on. Yeah, psych, I'm not a Sona fan. I just wanted to talk to Conan. You're the best, Conan. I don't even know what Sona does. Sona seems like she asked you for a lot of favors. I think it's too many favors.
Hang up the phone.
Oh, I just think Sona's you suck, David Hopping. You suck. Psych! You suck.
Fuck you, fan.
Baba booey.
Fuck you, fan.
Yeah, fuck you, Sona. I can.
Fuck
Fuck
you.
you. Yeah, you stink.
Enjoy you. Fuck you.
You're dragging Conan down. He's the best. All right, bye. Yeah, bye, Conan. Woo! Jesus, that was unpleasant. It said he psyched me out. He said he was a fan of yours.
You know what? Not all our fans are good. I
Not,
think that we don't need all of them.
Well, we do need that guy.
No,
He's
I don't think we
fantastic.
do.
It says
No,
here he's a
fuck that guy.
multimillionaire and he wants to give all of his money to the show, which of course would mean it would go to me. All right, well, that was Review the Reviewers, and I thought it went really well. Incredible fans I have.
Great fans.
The best. Peace out.